Generic greetings and welcome back to Airships Conquer the Skies once again. Today's beverage is peppermint tea. Lovely, lovely. So, in a previous video, I showed off some of the 9.2b1 changes and additions, including biplanes, triplanes, mini airships, as well as different borders. And I also went through some of the possible designs that we could make in a full game, in a conquest game. And I said I will be doing a series, and I stand by that. We'll be doing another series on this as soon as this is out of the beta area. But a lot of people suggested different designs and things we could make. So I thought, you know what, we'll do a couple of videos, and we'll be making some stuff. So there's going to be this video and one following this, probably the day after actually. But anyway, let's go over to design and fight, and we'll go to the landship editor, I think. Yeah, landship editor. And what we want to make is a ground-based carrier. So either tracks or legs, and put a lot of planes on it, so biplanes and triplanes. But we'll see how many we can actually fit on. So let's crack on with that. We'll go for probably the propulsion first, so it's going to be large tracks. There's one, and then we'll put one there. And in between that, you want your... you probably want a fire point, I think. And then in basic, we'll go down to... Actually, it won't be in basic. Will it be in... structural, I believe. Fire doors. And we'll put a fire door like that, so fire can't spread between these two sections. Okay. So, that's as long as it's going to be. The idea is to have the front mainly armed with... I guess it would be the planes on the deck, and then a sort of bridge at the back. So it'll look a little bit like an oil tanker, that sort of thing, where it's big at the back, the rest's completely flat. We want to get this as flat as possible. What else do we need? Actually, I'm going to delete that a little bit and then put a couple more fire doors in there. And the reason for that is I want to go over to our resources and then ammo store. Put an ammo store there, and then right next door to it. Actually, do you want an ammo store? Or do you want a small ammo store? I think a small ammo store would be sufficient. Small ammo store, and then over to weapons, and then we want to put some cannon on the front, I think. Yeah, perhaps. Oh no, but actually, I'm building it the wrong way. Oops. This is the front. There we go. So it's going to be there, and then small ammo store. Do we want cannon, actually? Do we want cannon? Small ammo store. Do we want cannon? I don't know. Do we want cannon? Decisions. What other things can we have? Well, we've got cannon, we've got a deck gun, which could be of use. Gatling gun, flamethrower. Obviously, some of these aren't usable. We could have a saw blade on the front. No, I think we'll go with a cannon. We could have a suspendium cannon again, but I want to use stuff that's very universal. So try not to use stuff that is not that's available constantly. I think we'll use a. I don't want a deck gun actually, because we want to put stuff across it. So that'll be about right. Okay, and then we'll go for the. Where will it be? Weapons. Or will it be in troops? Troops, triplane, yeah. Biplane and triplane. So we want biplane and one... Actually, I'm going to delete that for the moment because I want to put it... what's the best way of doing it? I was going to put like a little crow's nest there, but I don't think there's any reason to do that. So we'll go with the full-on biplane and triplane. So biplane, 1, 2, 3... 3, and then 4, 5, and that's our planes. There we go. So the back is where we'll house all of the fuel essentially for this thing. So the coal, the crew, all of that sort of thing. So we'll just pull that back up, and we'll go to fuel first. So resources, and then coal. And obviously this is going to be a little bit of a problem because of the volatility of the thing, but then we'll have a sort of central spine of fire door. Actually, we don't need fire door all that way, but we do want it to splitting one from the other. And then we'll have a do you want more coal, or will that do? I think that'll do. I think that should be sufficient. So we'll have some quarters, which will go there and there, there and there. It says currently recommended crew 13, air sailors 48. By the time we get the rest in, we'll probably be a little bit overstaffed, but I think that'll do. That'll be okay. Right, so there's that in. We've already got a problem because I don't think this is long enough. It would have been nice to have it a little bit longer, but we can do that if we needed to. We can bring that back. By the way, this thing is almost never going to move. Like, it's just going to sit here. So, you know, the whole point is it stands back and it can bombard with the cannons and use the planes and stuff. So it's not about charging forward or anything like that, which is why I avoided the saw blade on the front. So it's not going to be that tall, but I'm just putting that central spine in just for sort of guides. That's fine. So that goes up to there. We then need some weapons on the front, and I think we'll go for an ammo store there, an ammo store there, double ammo store. Actually, we'll probably split it up and have a fire door like that, just so the fire doesn't go from one to the other. Explosion is obviously still going to cause a massive issue. It's gonna blow the entire thing up, to be quite honest. We're gonna get a big chain reaction. Knowing that, then maybe a fire point would be sufficient. That's far too tall, actually. It's too tall. Let's pull it down. We'll make it a bit smaller. We might have to extend off the back. I think we are gonna have to extend off the back here. So what we'll do, we'll have that going there. These can't really move them back over. But we can move the entire assembly back by one. Is there any point, though? Is there any point? Not really. Not really. I don't really want any taller than that, to be honest. But then we'll have to put stuff around here, like the bridge. We'll deal with the bridge now, actually. So we'll go... no, weapons first, weapons first. Well, what sort of guns do we want on it? I think just straight cannon. I think just cannon are just sufficient. Three cannon, 4 cannon. 1, 2, 3 cannon? 6 cannon in total. It's a bit too tall. It's too tall. That's about right. There you go. So there's the cannon. It's sort of coiling around the back, which is what I was looking for. Nice to have a dorsal turret on it as well, if we wanted to. But no, I think actually flak is the way to go. I think flak is going to be useful. So flak cannon will be 1, 2, 3. That'll be more than enough. And then this is going to come down over like that and then around. So that's fine. So we've got this little bit of a gap here, and I think what we'll do is we'll put another ammo store in there because we are going to need one. In terms of the command, we currently haven't got any, so perhaps it would be best if I went to command and crew, bridge or a cockpit, bridge or a cockpit. Don't really need a bridge, but it sort of fits in quite nicely, so we'll put one in there. Don't have a targeting computer, don't have any more quarters. Crow's Nest we do want, but the question is where will we put it? The only place to put it would be there, and we could easily do that, and yeah, that's okay, done. The Crow's Nest's in. Telescope would also be very, very nice, which we can put in as well. But it also looks really stupid. So let's pull that back, pull that back, pull that back. All this can come back over like so, and that's better. See, I wanted to put it there. You see, like that, but there's no access to it. That actually looks like it can be placed there, but it can't. It's just the bug of this thing. You can't place there. So obviously nothing above there and nothing on it as well. So there we go. So the Crow's Nest's in. We've got the telescope. Telescope gives you a line of sight. Sorry, not line of sight. It gives you an additional bonus. And that with the Crow's Nest, I think, is 20% accuracy. Let's have a quick look. Telescope is... Spotter can direct fire of the ship's weapons. Increases weapon accuracy by 30%, and the Crow's Nest is weapon accuracy by 10%. However, the telescope, I believe, is an item you find, so that wouldn't be classed as a common item, but I don't really mind. Yeah, there's a big difference from a honking rare suspendium cannon and a telescope. So that's in. What haven't we got? Supply hatches, essentially. Are we missing anything out? Haven't got a repair bay. That would be useful. So we'll go over to being command and crew, I'm guessing. Bridge, berth, sick bay and quarters, things like that. Sick bay. Do we have room for a sick bay? I think we do. I think we have room for a sick bay. I think we should make room for a sick bay even if we didn't have one. Or rather, if we didn't have room. Obviously, we need a cargo place. So connect these up. Those don't go down to here, by the way. They don't even join up to anything, but it just means they can go that way. So that because the access to this is that way. It doesn't. Well, I'll show you. I'll actually go to overlays, and you can see the walk access that way. Oh, it looks like you can go up that way. Oh well, fair enough. Right. Machine shop is far too big, so it's just going to be a repair bay. So sick bay, repair bay. They'll have to walk through here, which is not great, but actually that is about right. I'll do that just to make it look a bit better. Does it look better? 1, 2, 3. There you go. It's. It feels like it should sort of tip over backwards. Like, don't rev it too fast. Don't rev it too much. Don't accelerate too fast because it'll just go and hit on the back. Right. So technically this is right. Armor will go for a steel armor, perhaps. Obviously it's going to be heavy, but we don't care. We just make it. We just have to make it as not big as possible, but as hard as possible to destroy. So, do we really want a nameplate? I think we do want a nameplate, don't we? We'll put the nameplate there. And then we'll have a... Not gonna... Do we want a mouth on the front like that? Yes. Yes, why not? An eye as well. It looks really cheeky. It's like a steel crocodile with planes on its head. Right. So, I think we're about done. Yeah, we could paint it, but I think we'll go with this standard colour. And we just need to name the thing now. So it's the GLV, generic land ship vessel or landborne vessel or whatever, or vehicle. It's the land car, really. Land car. Land carrier, obviously for short. Land Carrington. And the nameplate is too small. Dandy. There we go. And we'll save the design. Save it as that. And then we will leave. Combat. Day. Add land ship. There it is. And it's probably going to crush as soon... It's going to slam down as soon as we start, which is just great, isn't it? Because it's going to hit it's going to crush the trees and probably snap itself in half. Right. So according to that, that is 4,500. We'll call it just shy of. Yeah, just shy. And we'll say add land ship. We'll do another land ship, and we've got one that is. Not really. Oh God, the state of that thing. We haven't got anything really that I think that can face it off. That certainly won't win. Gun towers. They were useful. They worked. They're actually a bit broke at one point because they were really destroying stuff. You know what? No. Let's verse an airship. The whole point is that it can engage airships. So, got the Carrington. We've already seen that previously. That was the previous video I did. Got the Subbington. Subbington's always quite useful. Zeppington. The Grape Brickington. It's just grape shot on the front. I don't think we're gonna... I was gonna try and get like one full vessel, but I don't think that's gonna work out. Like one vessel around the same level, but it's not. Same number, by the way. You want to mend. Airship again then. So, got a Hammerington. Got a mini Subbington. Oh, look at that. The mini Subbington. Yeah, I actually put some planes on the top of it. Because why not? Because we're going to do mini fighters and mini carriers and all sorts of stuff you can do. Spiderington. Yeah, obviously boarding will kick this thing's ass. Big style. Put the Subbington in there, but that is overpriced, I think. Yeah, it is. So we'll go back to airship. We'll probably go for... The Mark II's cheaper. It's a little bit... They're a little bit overpointed, but not too much. So normally do you want to fight at dusk or dawn or in fog or something? Or at night? Should we see what it looks like at night? Let's save... not save, sorry. Let's start the fight. So immediately that drops down. There's the shots going out. You can see the planes going out as well. There's the planes. So they're doing strafing runs, and there's the fights. We're going to tell that just to move there, and that's fine. And you can see there's shots whizzing out, and it's getting right behind us. You can see there's cannon shots whizzing out. There's the cannon shots, in fact. It's coming towards me and is firing. I am going to ram, and I'm going to ram back over, and I'm just going to see if I can crush this thing. And, oh yes, we have hit it. We have hit it. Excellent. Obviously, it's got grape shot, and it's probably doing a bit of a number on us, but the plane is zipping around the place, and we are essentially crushing that into the trees, which is excellent. We're going to say ram again and keep going back over. We have lost one landing bay. I don't know if you automatically lose the planes, but we are on fire just a smidgen. We should be able to put that out, and obviously we'll just continue on with our day. But hey ho. It looks like there's some space torpedoes coming in. Space torpedoes? They're not space torpedoes, they're just standard torpedoes. Oh, it looks like we've had a massive secondary explosion there on the ammo store. And, oh, yep, yeah, that exploded a bit. So we've lost the entire top deck. All the big tower, the control tower, the everything else. We've lost the set of tracks here, but we do still have planes. Now, this is technically non-combatant because it's defeated. It's got no front end anymore, and we still have these planes, and as you can see, they are happily whizzing around and shooting the hell out of this. The problem is that this thing is made of metal, so it's giving us a bit of a problem. But this, I don't believe, has any defense. Yep, the tracks fell off again. I don't think this has any defense against these fighters, you know? No, it doesn't look like it. The problem is if this thing surrenders, then we lose. However, we do still have, on the front here, remember, some guns. Even though they've got no target available, they do still have some guns. I can't command it, but there's still guns, so it's technically a fighting vessel. It looks like I've got 1, 2, 3 planes. Yeah, the front fell off the ship. Right, so that's technically a defeat, I believe. It's going to probably pop up any second and say defeated. Although, oh no, this is still... this is defeated, but this is classed as a new ship. That's classed as a new land ship. So that, even though it's not under command, it still has ammo as well as guns. So we're still fighting. And the planes are still fighting. As you can see. Now, they can't land and refuel and rearm if they actually need to do that. I'm still not entirely sure if that's a thing. Well, they do land and seem to rearm, but I don't know if they have to. Obviously, we've got 3 planes zipping around the place, but we've got nowhere to land them. So that answers that question of if they... That's a secondary explosion. Oh, yep, there we go. And tertiary explosions. It's all going off. We win, technically. I believe. That's still... Yeah, victory. I can't believe it. I refuse to believe that... I mean, I'm not going to argue with the computer. If it wants to fling me the win, then I'll take it. But there you go. Good grief. And that beverage is really cold because I've forgotten about it. Right. Let's have another combat. We'll go for perhaps a snowy day. We'll go for land ship once more. And we'll have the land carrier. Put it in there. And then we'll have one on the other side. And we'll just see what that's like. So we'll start that. So as you can see, they're firing away. Planes are zipping past each other. They're firing. Yep, that's no problem. Obviously, there's nothing for me to direct here. We've got flak. We've got cannon. It looks like... I mean, it's just a roll of the dice, this. You know, whoever gets the better things here. I'm going to put it on rapid fire, actually, just to fire away. Because, you know what, there's a lot. We got ammo, and quite frankly, I think it's more about the weight of shots rather than the accuracy of the shots at this particular point. I'm going to say move, and say move over to there. Let's see how far it can go. I reckon it's going to snap the front off. Looks like speed, it wasn't a key design principle, to be quite honest, because it is very, very slow. It's also... yeah, it's also got a lot of strength on the... Oh, yeah, we're chipping the land away. Yeah, it looks like it has a lot of tensile strength because it can hold its own weight there. Now, if that was a ship, it would probably snap in half. But, hey-ho. It'll be like that scene off the Titanic where the whole ship splits. So go forward again. So we are going to be doing a bit of ramming, but we might get over there. So in terms of how we're progressing on, and are we winning, are we not winning, I don't know. It's too close to call just yet. I think they've got this. I think I've got a bit more damage than they have. Looks like we're out of... Oh, running low on tools. And I think that's secondary explosions. Yep, that was secondary explosions. Looks like we can no longer command this thing, and it is stuck at the front there. But we are still firing away. So if we get a secondary explosion on their boat, then perhaps we'll actually win it. But we'll just see what happens, and... Yeah, I don't think we're going to win that one. Okay, exit combat. One last fight. So, in a storm, why not? We will add the land ship. We're going to go for a land carrier, naturally, and watch it drop down, and a building. And the building we will be against is the Red Wallington, because I can. I don't think I'm going to win this at all. The whole point in the Red Wallington was really to make a stupid design, but hey-ho. The whole point is that it's got loads of flak at the top, can't be landed on, and it's got loads of bomb bays here, so anything that drives up to it, it will shoot the hell out of. I think I'm going to lose this big style. Big style. But let's just see what happens. So, obviously our planes are going out. They're going to go straight above the flak and get absolutely hammered. And this is where we get the problem with things being able to fly through others. So you can see the planes can actually fly straight through, because instead of having to go over the top like that, they can just fly through it. But, you know, so it should really force them up and around. But, hey-ho, it is what it is. I've lost all but one fighter, biplane. Is that a triplane? No, that's a biplane. We've got 3 biplanes and 2... No. 3 biplanes and 2 triplanes, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I think that's right. Cannons are obviously whizzing out, hitting them. They've also got cannons coming back at me. There's the cannons you can hear thumping away there. I believe they've also got grape shot. I believe it's a mixture of grape shot and cannon. And that's a lightning strike. We've also got bombs here and lots of flak up the top. I've already taken some of the flak out, but not a lot. We'll max speed it here. Well, no, I'll put it up by 1 notch. And see what we're going to get. So, it's whizzing out. It's hitting alright. And, yeah. I think we're about right. I don't think there's much more we can do. Yeah, it keeps losing the... It keeps losing its rear drive. I don't know why. It's always the first to go, and it's the sign of the inevitable defeat. But I don't know. I don't know if this is a decent design or not. It's an interesting design. It's one of the things about airships, that you can make anything you like, and very rarely is it so terrible that it can't be fielded ever. But I think it's a bit too mid-ground for what it is. It's got a bit of flak, it's got a bit of gun, and it's got some fighters, but it's not really effective in any one sense. I guess it doesn't have any major weaknesses apart from the fact that it explodes at the drop of a hat. But if you discount that huge Death Star error, then it's not a bad vehicle. It's just overpointed. It's nearly 500. It's nearly 5,000, which is well over the odds for what it is, I believe. But hey ho, there we go. That has been a bit of a mess around, and we've checked this thing out. Would I build one again? Yeah, but I wouldn't build it like that because it's fairly crap. No, it's okay. It's just I can't see when I would ever field one because it's too expensive. If it was, say, $3 grand, then maybe I would. But at the moment, no, it's plumber's estimate. Teeth dryer, I don't think I'd do that. I'd go, oh, I don't know, and then I wouldn't field it. So, yeah. Anyway, that has been a bit of Airships. Conquer the Skies once again. As always, if you had any suggestions for builds or anything like that, by all means, put them in the comments, and we will go from there. As always, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.